Have you ever felt like your internal system is constantly running on fumes, pushing through a perpetual state of almost overwhelmed? Like there's a quiet, persistent hum beneath the surface, a subtle tightening in your chest, a gnawing sense that your body just isn't responding the way it should. You might attribute it to a demanding job, family responsibilities, or simply the relentless pace of modern life. But what if these aren't just temporary inconveniences? What if this feeling is actually a silent, insidious red light flashing on your internal dashboard? A critical warning sign of chronic stress overload that most people ignore until it's too late. This isn't just about feeling tired. It's a profound engineering flaw, a silent bug in your human engine that, if left unaddressed, can quietly accelerate risks like heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, stubborn abdominal fat that resists all efforts, and even a rapid decline in mental sharpness. If you feel your body doesn't run like it used to, if your energy, sleep, or focus suddenly feel out of tune, this message is for you. In this video, you're going to learn 3 critical things. First, how chronic stress silently sabotages your body's core systems, turning your metabolism into a fuel-guzzling mess and your brain into a foggy control center. Second, the 5 hidden stress signals your body is sending that you're probably misinterpreting. And third, 3 system recalibration protocols to effectively manage this invisible red light, protecting your heart, brain, and metabolism from silent burnout. We've all felt that persistent hum, that underlying tension that signals something isn't quite right beneath the surface. This isn't just about feeling stressed out in the conventional sense. It's about a profound systemic engineering flaw that emerges when your human engine is constantly running in overdrive. This silent, insidious red light of chronic stress overload is often ignored or normalized, dismissed as just life or part of the job. But what most people don't realize is that this constant state of alert is fundamentally rewiring your body's most critical systems. It creates a cascade of hidden damage that compromises your heart, brain, and metabolism. Think of your body as a high-performance vehicle designed with a sophisticated stress response system. In short bursts, this system, often called the fight-or-flight response, is incredibly effective. It floods your engine with adrenaline and cortisol, sharpening your focus, increasing your heart rate, and mobilizing energy stores so you can react quickly to a perceived threat. It's like hitting the nitrous button for a brief, powerful acceleration. However, your human engine was never designed to run on nitrous constantly. When the perceived threats are chronic, financial worries, relationship issues, demanding work, or even just the relentless digital noise of modern life, that fight-or-flight system gets stuck in the on position. This isn't just mentally exhausting, it's physically devastating. It creates a state of constant internal alarm that silently wears down your engine's vital components. One of the most significant and often misunderstood impacts of chronic stress is on your metabolism, your engine's fuel system. When cortisol, your primary stress hormone, is chronically elevated, it signals your body to prepare for a prolonged crisis. That means constantly mobilizing glucose from your liver, even if you haven't eaten, leading to elevated blood sugar levels. Over time, this can drive insulin resistance, where your cells become numb to insulin's signal, forcing your pancreas to pump out more and more. This isn't a failure of willpower. It's a direct consequence of your stress response system hijacking your fuel regulation. Researchers at Yale University have extensively documented how chronic psychological stress can lead to increased visceral fat accumulation, particularly around the abdomen. This visceral fat is metabolically active and highly inflammatory. This stubborn abdominal fat, often resistant to diet and exercise, is a clear indicator that your fuel system is out of balance, running inefficiently and storing excess energy in the wrong places. It's like your engine's fuel pump is constantly pushing too much fuel into the system, leading to inefficient burning and excessive carbon buildup. Beyond metabolism, chronic stress silently compromises your brain's control center. The constant flood of stress hormones, particularly cortisol, can literally reshape your brain. It can shrink the hippocampus, the area crucial for memory and learning. And it can increase the size and activity of the amygdala, the brain's fear center. This isn't just brain fog. It's a structural and functional change that impairs your ability to focus, make decisions, regulate emotions, and even get restorative sleep. Many people dismiss these symptoms as just getting older or too much on my plate. But what science has recently discovered is that chronic stress is a major accelerator of cognitive decline. It's like your engine's central processing unit is constantly overheating, leading to frequent crashes, slow processing speeds, and a diminished capacity for complex operations. The insidious nature of this red light is that its symptoms are often ignored, normalized, or misinterpreted. That persistent fatigue isn't just tiredness. It could be adrenal fatigue, a sign your stress response system is exhausted. That difficulty losing weight isn't just a slow metabolism. It could be cortisol-driven insulin resistance. That irritability or anxiety isn't just a bad mood. It could be your brain struggling under a constant hormonal assault. The medical system, often focused on treating individual symptoms rather than systemic root causes, frequently misses this overarching stress overload signal. This leaves men and women over 40 feeling unheard and without a clear path forward. There is a major engineering shift happening inside my body, and no one ever explained it to me this clearly. This isn't about blaming yourself for feeling stressed. It's about understanding the profound biological impact and taking back control. But how exactly does this constant internal alarm affect your heart, the very pump of your engine? And what are the specific biological mechanisms at play? In the next part, we're going to dive into the science of how chronic stress directly impacts your cardiovascular system and accelerates aging. We've established that chronic stress isn't just a feeling. It's a profound engineering flaw that silently sabotages your metabolism and brain's control center. We've seen how this constant red light on your dashboard forces your human engine into an inefficient, high-alert state. Now, it's time to dive deeper into what cutting-edge science has recently discovered about the intricate, often hidden ways chronic stress impacts your cardiovascular system, accelerates cellular aging, and creates a dangerous cycle of inflammation, revealing the true scale of this silent threat. This isn't about scaring you. It's about empowering you with knowledge to protect your most vital systems. Think of your cardiovascular system as the complex network of pipes, pumps, and sensors that keep your engine running smoothly, delivering fuel and removing waste. Your heart is the central pump. Your blood vessels are the intricate pipelines. Your blood pressure is the regulated flow. When your body is under chronic stress, it's like a constant pressure surge through this entire system. The fight-or-flight response, designed for acute threats, triggers a cascade of physiological changes that, when prolonged, become incredibly damaging. What science has recently discovered about these specific vulnerabilities is crucial for anyone over 40. Here are 3 critical ways chronic stress creates system overload and accelerates wear and tear on your human engine. First, the cardiovascular system under siege. Why your heart and blood vessels take a beating. When you're stressed, your body releases adrenaline and cortisol. Adrenaline causes your heart to beat faster and your blood vessels to constrict, leading to an immediate spike in blood pressure. Cortisol, as we discussed, mobilizes glucose, but also contributes to inflammation. What science has recently discovered is that chronic elevation of these hormones leads to persistent high blood pressure, hypertension, which is a major risk factor for heart attack and stroke. Moreover, chronic stress promotes endothelial dysfunction, damage to the inner lining of your blood vessels, making them less elastic and more prone to plaque buildup, or atherosclerosis. It also increases levels of inflammatory markers, like C-reactive protein, further contributing to cardiovascular disease. Researchers at Harvard Medical School have shown that individuals with high levels of chronic stress have a significantly increased risk of cardiovascular events, underscoring the direct link between your mental state and your heart health. It's like your engine's cooling system is constantly running hot, and the pressure in your fuel lines is always too high, leading to premature wear and potential ruptures. Second, HPA axis dysregulation, why your internal alarm system breaks down. Your hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, or HPA axis, is your body's central stress response system. It's a finely tuned feedback loop that regulates cortisol production. In a healthy system, cortisol rises during stress and then returns to baseline. However, under chronic stress, this delicate balance breaks down. What science has recently discovered is that the HPA axis can become dysregulated, leading to either chronically elevated cortisol or, paradoxically, a blunted cortisol response, where your adrenals become fatigued and can't produce enough. Both scenarios are problematic. Chronically high cortisol promotes inflammation, suppresses the immune system, and disrupts sleep. A blunted response leaves you feeling exhausted, unable to cope, and prone to burnout. This dysregulation impacts virtually every system in your body, from your immune function to your sleep architecture and even your hormonal balance, making you more susceptible to illness and accelerating aging. A study published in the journal Psychoneuroendocrinology detailed how chronic stress leads to HPA axis dysfunction, impacting physical and mental health. It's like the central computer that manages your engine's emergency protocols is malfunctioning, either constantly sounding the alarm or failing to respond when a real threat emerges. Third, chronic low-grade inflammation, the silent fire within your engine. We've touched on inflammation, but it's worth emphasizing its role as a major software bug fueled by chronic stress. Cortisol, initially anti-inflammatory in acute situations, becomes pro-inflammatory when chronically elevated. This leads to a state of systemic, low-grade inflammation throughout your body. What science has recently discovered is that this silent fire is a root cause of many age-related diseases. It damages cellular DNA, accelerates telomere shortening, a marker of cellular aging, and contributes to insulin resistance, neurodegeneration, and even certain cancers. This isn't an acute infection. It's a persistent, low-level assault on your cells and tissues. Researchers at the Salk Institute for Biological Studies have identified specific molecular pathways through which chronic stress promotes inflammation and accelerates cellular aging. It's like a slow, corrosive acid constantly eating away at the internal components of your engine, leading to premature breakdown and failure. These impacts are not isolated. They are interconnected, creating a vicious cycle where chronic stress fuels inflammation, which damages your cardiovascular system and brain, further dysregulating your HPA axis. This knowledge is not meant to overwhelm, but to provide clarity. Finally, someone is showing me the science behind what I feel in my own body. But recognizing the problem is just the first step. In the next part, we're going to identify the 5 hidden stress signals your body is sending that you might be misinterpreting, giving you the ability to read your dashboard more accurately and intervene before a full system crash. We've just uncovered how chronic stress creates a dangerous system overload, silently damaging your cardiovascular system, dysregulating your HPA axis, and fueling a silent fire of inflammation within your human engine. The science is clear. This isn't just about feeling overwhelmed. It's about profound biological changes that accelerate wear and tear on your most vital components. Now, it's time to translate these complex scientific insights into practical awareness. Your body is constantly sending you signals, but under the constant hum of modern life, these crucial warnings often go unnoticed or are simply misinterpreted. Think of your body as a sophisticated vehicle with an intricate dashboard full of warning lights and gauges. When the red light of chronic stress is flashing, It triggers a series of subtle, often confusing indicators across your system. Most people either ignore these signals, thinking they'll just power through, or they misattribute them to other causes, aging, diet, or lack of sleep. But these aren't random glitches. They are your engine's way of telling you it's in distress, that its systems are under strain, and that a major recalibration is needed. Learning to read these signals accurately is the first step towards preventing a full system crash. Here are 5 hidden stress signals your body is sending that you're probably misinterpreting, and why you should never ignore them. First, unexplained abdominal fat, your metabolism's distress signal. You're eating well, you're exercising, but that stubborn fat around your midsection just won't budge. This isn't just about calories in, calories out. What science has recently discovered is that chronic stress, particularly elevated cortisol, directly promotes the accumulation of visceral fat, the dangerous fat that wraps around your organs. Cortisol signals your body to store fat in this area as an emergency fuel reserve. This isn't a sign of poor discipline. It's a metabolic distress signal, indicating your stress response system is in overdrive, hijacking your body's fat storage mechanisms. This visceral fat is highly inflammatory and metabolically active, further driving insulin resistance and increasing your risk of heart disease and type 2 diabetes. It's like your engine's fuel tank is overflowing, but the excess fuel is being diverted to a dangerous, inefficient storage compartment that's actively corroding other parts of your engine. Research from the University of California, San Francisco has shown a direct link between perceived stress, cortisol levels, and increased abdominal adiposity. Second, persistent fatigue. Even after rest, your energy systems burn out. You wake up tired, you're dragging through the day. Even a good night's sleep doesn't seem to refresh you. This isn't just being tired. It's a critical warning that your energy system is in burnout. Chronic stress constantly drains your body's energy reserves, forcing your adrenal glands to work overtime. Over time, this can lead to adrenal fatigue, or HPA axis dysregulation, where your body struggles to produce adequate stress hormones or maintain energy balance. You might feel wired but tired, experience an afternoon crash, or rely heavily on caffeine to function. This isn't laziness. It's your engine's battery constantly being drained, indicating a fundamental imbalance in your energy production and regulation. It's like your car's alternator is failing, and you're slowly running out of power, even with regular stops. A review in Frontiers in Neuroscience highlights the complex interplay between chronic stress, fatigue, and HPA axis dysfunction. Third, unexplained digestive issues, your gut's communication breakdown. Are you experiencing chronic bloating, constipation, diarrhea, or a general sense of digestive discomfort that doctors can't quite pinpoint? Your gut is often called your second brain, and it's exquisitely sensitive to stress. What science has recently discovered is that chronic stress directly impacts your gut microbiome, the trillions of bacteria that live in your digestive tract, altering its balance and diversity. It also increases gut permeability, leading to leaky gut, where toxins and undigested food particles can enter your bloodstream, triggering inflammation and immune responses. This isn't just a sensitive stomach. It's your gut's communication system breaking down, a clear signal that your internal environment is under siege from stress. It's like the exhaust system of your engine is clogged and corroded, leading to inefficient processing and toxic buildup. Research from UCLA's Oppenheimer Center for Neurobiology of Stress and Resilience has extensively documented the gut-brain axis and how stress profoundly impacts digestive health. Fourth, frequent illnesses or slow recovery, your immune system's weakness. Are you constantly catching colds, taking longer to recover from minor illnesses, or experiencing flare-ups of autoimmune conditions? Chronic stress suppresses your immune system. While acute stress can temporarily boost immunity, prolonged stress elevates cortisol, which is immunosuppressive. This isn't just bad luck, it's your immune system's warning light, indicating it's operating at a reduced capacity, leaving your engine vulnerable to external threats. Your body's natural defense mechanisms are being compromised, making you more susceptible to infections and slowing down your ability to heal. It's like your engine's air filter is clogged and its protective coatings are wearing thin, leaving it exposed to contaminants and damage. A study in Nature Reviews Immunology detailed the intricate ways chronic stress modulates immune function, often leading to immunosuppression. Fifth, brain fog, poor focus, and memory lapses. Your control centers overload. You find yourself forgetting words, struggling to concentrate, or feeling mentally sluggish, even when you're well rested. This isn't just a sign of aging. It's your brain's control center signaling overload. As we discussed, chronic cortisol can shrink the hippocampus and impair executive function. This isn't a lack of intelligence. It's your brain's processing power being diverted to constant threat assessment, leaving fewer resources for higher-level cognitive tasks. You might feel overwhelmed by simple decisions or find it hard to learn new things. It's like your engine's central computer is running too many background processes, leaving insufficient RAM for critical operations, leading to slow performance and frequent freezes. Research from Stanford University has explored how chronic stress impacts neuroplasticity and cognitive function, particularly in areas related to memory and learning. These 5 hidden stress signals are your body's way of communicating distress. They are not isolated incidents, but interconnected warnings that your human engine is under chronic stress overload. Ignoring them is like ignoring a steadily brightening red light on your car's dashboard. Eventually, you're heading for a breakdown. This knowledge empowers you to read your own dashboard more accurately, but simply identifying the red lights isn't enough. In the next part, we're going to explore specific system recalibration protocols, practical, science-backed strategies you can implement today to dim that red light, restore balance to your engine, and protect your long-term health. We've meticulously diagnosed the red light of chronic stress overload, understanding how it silently sabotages your metabolism, brain, cardiovascular system, and even your immune function. We've learned to identify the 5 hidden stress signals your body is sending, moving beyond simply feeling stressed to recognizing the profound biological impact. Now, it's time to move from diagnosis to action. This is where you become the lead engineer of your own human engine, implementing specific system recalibration protocols and daily adjustments to dim that red light, restore balance, and protect your long-term health. Think of this as receiving the detailed service manual for your engine when the warning lights are flashing. You wouldn't just hope for the best. You'd follow the instructions, perform the necessary checks, and make the required adjustments. The goal here is not to eliminate all stress. That's impossible and even undesirable. The goal is to manage its impact, support your body's systems, and build resilience, ensuring your engine continues to run with high performance and extend its healthy years. This requires a blend of targeted interventions, strategic lifestyle shifts, and a mindset of proactive self-care. Here are 3 system recalibration protocols you can implement today to effectively manage stress overload and optimize your engine's performance. First, recalibrate your nervous system with intentional downregulation. Your body's stress response is largely driven by your autonomic nervous system, specifically the sympathetic, or fight or flight, and the parasympathetic, or rest and digest, branches. Chronic stress keeps your sympathetic system in overdrive. The recalibration protocol here is to intentionally activate your parasympathetic nervous system daily, signaling to your body that it's safe to relax and repair. This isn't about avoiding stress, it's about building a robust off switch. Deep diaphragmatic breathing. Just 5 to 10 minutes a day of slow, deep belly breathing can profoundly shift your nervous system state. Inhale slowly through your nose, letting your belly expand. Then exhale slowly through your mouth, feeling your belly contract. This simple act directly stimulates your vagus nerve, a key player in parasympathetic activation. Mindfulness and meditation. Even short, guided meditations, 5 to 15 minutes, can train your brain to observe thoughts and feelings without getting swept away by them, reducing reactivity to stressors. This helps to quiet the constant background noise in your brain's control center. Nature exposure. Spending time in nature, even a local park, has been shown to lower cortisol levels, reduce blood pressure, and improve mood. It's like taking your engine for a gentle, restorative drive after a high-speed chase. Research from Stanford University has demonstrated the positive impact of nature walks on reducing rumination and improving mental well-being. This isn't just about feeling good. It's about actively down-regulating your internal alarm system. Second, optimize your fuel system and maintenance schedule for stress resilience. Your diet, sleep, and movement aren't just general health recommendations. They are critical components of your engine's resilience against stress overload. When your engine is under strain, it needs optimal fuel and consistent maintenance. The recalibration protocol here focuses on supporting your body's ability to cope and recover. Nutrient-dense fuel. Prioritize whole, unprocessed foods. Focus on high-quality protein, healthy fats, especially omega-3s for anti-inflammation, and a wide array of colorful fruits and vegetables for antioxidants and phytonutrients. Minimize refined sugars, processed carbs, and excessive caffeine and alcohol, which can further destabilize blood sugar and disrupt sleep, exacerbating stress. Specific nutrients like magnesium, B vitamins, and vitamin C are rapidly depleted during stress and are crucial for adrenal function. Consistent sleep architecture. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of high-quality, uninterrupted sleep nightly. Sleep is your body's primary repair and recalibration cycle. Chronic stress often disrupts sleep, creating a vicious cycle. Implement a consistent sleep schedule. Create a dark and cool sleep environment. Avoid screens before bed. It's during deep sleep that your brain clears metabolic waste and your hormones rebalance. Regular, moderate movement. Engage in regular physical activity, but avoid overtraining, which can be another stressor. Focus on a mix of strength training to build resilience and metabolic health, and moderate cardiovascular exercise, like walking or cycling, to release endorphins and reduce tension. This isn't about pushing your engine to its limits. It's about providing consistent, beneficial movement that helps process stress hormones and improve overall system efficiency. A meta-analysis in The Lancet Psychiatry found that regular exercise significantly reduces the risk of depression and anxiety, often linked to chronic stress. Third, build your support network and practice proactive system checks. You are not meant to navigate stress overload alone, and proactive monitoring is key to preventing a full system crash. The recalibration protocol here involves leveraging external resources and regularly checking your internal gauges. Connect and communicate. Humans are social creatures, and social connection is a powerful buffer against stress. Talk to trusted friends, family, or a therapist. Sharing your burdens can reduce their weight and provide new perspectives. Isolation amplifies stress. Set boundaries and say no. Learn to protect your energy and time. Saying no to additional commitments, even seemingly small ones, can prevent your engine from reaching critical overload. This is about managing your system's capacity. Regular system checks. Pay attention to your body's signals. If you notice persistent fatigue, digestive issues, or increased irritability, don't dismiss them. Consider working with a functional medicine practitioner to get targeted lab tests, for example, cortisol rhythm and inflammatory markers, to understand the physiological impact of your stress. It's like regularly checking your engine's fluid levels, tire pressure, and diagnostic codes, not just waiting for a catastrophic failure. These 3 system recalibration protocols are not quick fixes. They are foundational pillars for supporting your human engine through the profound challenges of chronic stress overload. They empower you to move beyond simply enduring symptoms to actively optimizing your health and extending your healthy years. But there's another layer to this: specific biohacking tools and advanced strategies that can provide even more targeted support in managing the invisible red light on your dashboard. We'll explore those next, giving you an even more comprehensive toolkit for building true stress resilience. We've delved deep into understanding chronic stress overload, identifying its silent signals, and the profound impact it has on your human engine. We've also begun to implement foundational system recalibration protocols, focusing on nervous system regulation, optimized fuel, and consistent maintenance. However, for many, the pervasive nature of modern stress demands an even more targeted approach. This is where advanced biohacking tools and specific software enhancements come into play, offering precise ways to dim that persistent red light on your dashboard and build robust resilience against the relentless pressures of daily life. Think of these advanced strategies as specialized diagnostic tools and high-performance upgrades for your engine's stress management system. They are designed to address specific vulnerabilities that may persist even after implementing foundational lifestyle changes, allowing you to fine-tune your internal environment and protect against the long-term wear and tear of chronic stress. This requires an even deeper level of self-awareness and a willingness to explore cutting-edge, science-backed interventions beyond conventional advice. Here are 3 advanced software enhancements and biohacking strategies for building ultimate stress resilience. First, leverage targeted nutraceuticals and adaptogens, specific code patches for your HPA axis. Beyond basic micronutrient support, certain nutraceuticals and adaptogenic herbs can act as specific code patches to support your HPA axis, modulate cortisol response, and enhance your body's ability to adapt to stress. This software enhancement involves strategically adding compounds that directly influence your stress response pathways. Adaptogens. These are a class of herbs that help your body adapt to stress by normalizing physiological functions. Ashwagandha, Rhodiola rosea, and holy basil, or tulsi, are excellent examples. Ashwagandha, for instance, has been shown to significantly reduce cortisol levels and improve perceived stress. Rhodiola can enhance mental performance and reduce fatigue under stressful conditions. Magnesium. Often called nature's tranquilizer, magnesium is crucial for over 300 enzymatic reactions, many of which are involved in stress response and nervous system regulation. Chronic stress depletes magnesium, creating a vicious cycle. Supplementing with bioavailable forms like magnesium glycinate or threonate can calm the nervous system and improve sleep. Omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA. These essential fats are powerful anti-inflammatory agents and are critical for brain health. They can help reduce the inflammatory cascade triggered by chronic stress and support neurotransmitter balance, improving mood and cognitive function. Always prioritize high-quality, third-party tested supplements and consult with a healthcare professional to ensure they are appropriate for your individual needs and do not interact with any medications. It's like installing specific software patches to fix known vulnerabilities or enhance particular functions within your engine's operating system, ensuring smoother and more resilient performance. Research published in the Journal of the American College of Nutrition has extensively reviewed the benefits of adaptogens in mitigating stress-induced physiological changes. Second, optimize your environment with light and sound biohacking, recalibrating your internal clock. Your body's stress response is deeply intertwined with your circadian rhythm, your internal 24-hour clock, which is heavily influenced by light and darkness. Modern life, with its artificial light and constant stimulation, often disrupts this rhythm, exacerbating stress. The recalibration protocol here involves intentionally optimizing your environmental cues. Morning sunlight exposure. Within 30 to 60 minutes of waking, expose your eyes, without sunglasses, to natural sunlight for 10 to 20 minutes. This signals to your brain to stop melatonin production and kickstart cortisol production at the right time, setting a healthy circadian rhythm. This improves energy during the day and promotes better sleep at night, directly impacting stress resilience. Blue light blocking. In the evenings, especially 2 to 3 hours before bed, minimize exposure to blue light from screens, phones, tablets, computers, TVs. Blue light suppresses melatonin, disrupting sleep and keeping your nervous system in a more alert state. Use blue light blocking glasses or activate night mode settings on your devices. Soundscapes and binaural beats. Utilize specific sound frequencies to induce states of relaxation. Binaural beats, for example, can entrain your brainwaves to alpha, relaxed, or theta, meditative states, helping to downregulate your nervous system and reduce anxiety. It's like fine-tuning your engine's environmental sensors and internal clock, ensuring it's operating in optimal conditions for recovery and performance. A study in PLOS One demonstrated the positive effects of morning light exposure on sleep quality and mood. Third, implement strategic recovery protocols, advanced maintenance for peak performance. Just as a high-performance engine requires specific cool-down and maintenance procedures after intense operation, your human engine needs intentional recovery protocols to counter the effects of chronic stress. This isn't just about resting, it's about active, targeted recovery. Cold exposure, cold showers or baths. Brief, controlled exposure to cold water, for example, 30 to 90 seconds at the end of a shower, can significantly improve your body's resilience to stress. It activates the vagus nerve, boosts mood, and can enhance focus. Start gradually and listen to your body. Infrared sauna. Regular sauna use can promote detoxification, improve cardiovascular health, and induce a deep state of relaxation, helping to lower cortisol and improve sleep. The heat stress can also trigger beneficial heat shock proteins, which aid cellular repair. Heart rate variability, or HRV tracking. Use a wearable device to track your HRV. HRV is a key biomarker of autonomic nervous system balance and stress resilience. A higher HRV generally indicates better resilience. Tracking it can provide real-time feedback on how your lifestyle choices and interventions are impacting your stress levels, allowing you to make data-driven adjustments. It's like having advanced telemetry data for your engine, allowing you to monitor its performance and recovery in real time, making precise adjustments to keep it running optimally. Research in Frontiers in Public Health highlights HRV as a crucial indicator of stress and recovery. These advanced software enhancements and biohacking strategies, combined with the foundational recalibration protocols, provide a comprehensive toolkit for managing chronic stress overload. They empower you not just to survive the pressures of modern life, but to thrive, building a human engine that is robust, resilient, and capable of sustained high performance for decades to come. We've journeyed deep into the intricate world of chronic stress overload, uncovering its silent sabotage of your metabolism, brain, cardiovascular system, and immune function. We've learned to identify the hidden red lights on your internal dashboard and equipped you with powerful system recalibration protocols, from foundational nervous system regulation and optimized nutrition to advanced biohacking tools like adaptogens and light therapy. You now have a comprehensive understanding of how to manage this invisible threat, turning a potential system crash into a powerful, optimized upgrade for your human engine. This isn't just about managing symptoms. It's about reclaiming control, extending your healthy years, and ensuring your body runs like the high-performance machine it was designed to be, with lucidity, autonomy, and energy. It's about being part of a community that refuses to accept just life or part of getting older as an excuse for feeling constantly drained, and instead seeks clarity, responsibility, and depth in understanding our own biology. If this deep dive into the engineering flaws of chronic stress has resonated with you, if it has provided clarity where there was confusion, and if you're ready to be part of a movement that empowers men and women over 40 to master their biology and protect their heart, brain, and metabolism for decades to come, then I invite you to join us. Hit that subscribe button right now. By subscribing to the Human Engine, you're not just getting more videos. You're becoming an active member of a community dedicated to science-based biohacking for healthy aging. You're signaling your commitment to running your body like a high-performance machine, not just accumulating years, but accumulating healthy years, filled with vitality and purpose. don't miss out on the next crucial update for your human engine. Now, let's quickly tie together the core concepts we've explored and give you a tangible vision of what's possible when you start applying these recalibration protocols. Remember, your body isn't broken. It's simply a complex machine that, under chronic stress, needs informed management and targeted intervention. By understanding its needs and making consistent adjustments, you can profoundly impact your stress resilience and, by extension, your entire well-being. Imagine this. In 7 days, by simply integrating daily deep breathing exercises and prioritizing morning sunlight exposure, you could start noticing subtle improvements in your mood stability, a slight reduction in that persistent hum of anxiety, and perhaps even a small shift in your energy levels. Your nervous system will begin to recognize that it has an off switch. In 30 days, consistent application of targeted nutrition, reducing processed foods, increasing magnesium-rich foods, a regular sleep schedule, and incorporating adaptogens like ashwagandha could lead to a noticeable reduction in brain fog, improved digestive comfort, and a greater sense of calm throughout your day. Your engine will start to feel more responsive, with fewer red lights flickering. In 90 days, with dedicated effort and a holistic approach, including regular HRV tracking and perhaps exploring practices like cold exposure, you could experience a profound and transformative shift in your overall stress resilience. Restored energy, enhanced cognitive function, improved body composition, especially around the midsection, better mood regulation, and a renewed sense of vitality. You'll have fundamentally upgraded your engine's stress management software, making it more robust, efficient, and capable of supporting a vibrant, healthy life for decades to come. This is the power of intentional stress optimization. This isn't about perfection. It's about consistent, informed action. It's about taking back the reins of your stress response and becoming the master engineer of your own internal operating system. The knowledge you've gained today is a powerful tool, but it's only truly powerful when applied. This is your opportunity to rewrite your health story, not just for symptom relief, but for true, enduring vitality and an extended period of healthy, high-performance living. We've journeyed through the complex landscape of chronic stress overload, from the subtle, often ignored red light on your internal dashboard to the profound scientific understanding of its impact on your heart, brain, and metabolism. We've equipped you with a comprehensive toolkit of system recalibration protocols, from foundational nervous system regulation and optimized nutrition to advanced biohacking strategies. The goal was never to eliminate all stress, but to understand it, master its impact, and emerge stronger, with a human engine that is robust and resilient. Remember this fundamental truth. You weren't given a broken engine. You were given one that needs precise maintenance and intelligent management of its warning systems, not blame. Your body, this incredible machine, is designed for resilience, for adaptation, and for decades of high-level performance. The pervasive nature of modern stress is not a sign of your weakness, but a critical challenge that demands a more informed and proactive approach to its care. It's a signal that your engine needs a specific type of tune-up, a specialized software update, to continue running at its peak, even under pressure. The transformation we've discussed today isn't about chasing endless calm. It's about reclaiming vitality, clarity, and control during a period of intense external demands. It's about moving from a state of constant internal alarm, fatigue, and metabolic imbalance to one of empowered understanding and intentional optimization of your most fundamental internal operating system. It's about understanding that the sustained energy, the sharp mind, the robust health, and the extended healthy years you desire are not out of reach. They are simply waiting for you to make the right adjustments, to provide the right inputs, and to diligently perform the necessary recalibration protocols. This isn't just about avoiding burnout or merely surviving. It's about embracing a life lived with full physical and mental power, with a body that feels consistently balanced and a mind that feels sharp, clear, and ready to tackle any challenge. It's about extending your healthy years, not just your lifespan, ensuring that your human engine runs optimally, efficiently, and powerfully for every single one of them. You have the blueprint now. You have the tools. The choice to apply them, to become the master engineer of your own stress resilience, is entirely yours. Thank you for joining me on this essential exploration of the human engine. If this video resonated with you, if it sparked a new understanding, or if it simply made you feel less alone in your experience, then I ask you to do 3 things. First, if you haven't already, subscribe to the Human Engine. Join our growing community of proactive individuals who are committed to mastering their biology and unlocking their full potential, starting with the foundation of optimal stress management. Second, share this video with at least 3 to 5 people in your life who are navigating the silent red light of chronic stress. This information could be the catalyst they need to upgrade their own internal software and reclaim their vitality. And finally, leave a sincere comment below. Tell me what resonated most with you. What specific recalibration you're excited to implement? Or suggest a topic for our next deep dive into the intricate mechanics of your amazing human engine. Until next time, keep optimizing.